Have you ever learned a rule, applied it to the chart and nothing works? Then you see the second chart, also it's not there. And then you are thinking maybe the rule is wrong, but it's not that. It may be a situation where it is operating on the completely other level. So in this video, we'll discuss where it applies and how to get the best of it. So from my experience, I remember when I was learning about the rules which are showing the character of one's work. Would you be working in the IT, or will you be a writer, or maybe in medicine and things like that? Then we had a lot of rules to apply to the chart. We've learned those rules in different courses. There are also different Vedic texts, different Shastra, which are giving us those candidates. And then what you should do, if you are serious about this, you should check this on the chart, and then you will know which of them are really depicting the situation or what perspective they show. After some time, some of them will stick to you and some of them will be excluded. So this is the benefit of the practice, that you will have your own palette or your own toolkit of rules which you will be applying to your clients or family or even yourself. For example, you know that when we are examining career life on this channel, we are going through 10th house from the moon. We are seeing the Arudha Lagna, Navamsha and Dashamsa. And I must say that here is also a preference or personality level, because each of us see the life in different way. And therefore also how we observe things will have a big impact on which rule we include in our toolkit and where they will be in the hierarchy. So this is, of course, something which I have found is depicting the situation nicely here regarding career life, but it will be for all matters like health, relationship, and so on. And what is also interesting is that people who are following my channel also probably will see the life in a similar way. Therefore, this preferential similarity will not only impact on the style of practicing astrology, but also on that way we prioritize those rules and which of them we accept into our toolkit. So now the obvious question would be how it works, why they are not showing that thing. And here to answer that, very important observation, which I also made a lot of time, is about the 3 level of reality. When we are practicing astrology, most people think that it is from the symbol to reality, but what I was teaching for some time is that there is some mid level between those two. So we have, of course, the symbols of astrology. So we have our own chart, and then of course we have the reality, but there is also the second level. We could call it karmic level or idea level or energy level, depending on which system you take. So in the East, you may talk about the energies or things like that. In the West, in the Platonic tradition or the Neoplatonic, which is very often related to the esoteric traditions, we are talking about the ideas. So the symbols are showing the ideas, and their combination of those ideas are giving life or giving rise to the manifestation in our life. And therefore, those different rules we are learning in astrology, they are depicting some form of the rules on that second level. And they are going through various combinations there. They are having some chemical reactions. And from there, we are seeing various situations are crossing the threshold of manifestation of the physical world, and then we can observe them with our senses. Then we can touch them, see them, hear about them, and things like that. In history of our learning of astrology, there will be many rules we will learn. On one course, we will learn something and we will get that big hope and we will be full of excitement. Wow, I have to come home and now try this on many charts. And then sometimes we will be disappointed because we will see, oh, this is not really moving the needle. It is showing something, but it is not essential to what I've expected to show. For example, we have a rule like Amatya Karaka or Karana, which is showing a career life. So there are rules which are based on the Amatya Karaka to show to which group you belong to. And when you will study these rules based on the chart, when you will do some research, then you will find that maybe the expectation, what they show, is not touching the essence of what the person will be doing, but they will show something. For example, the Karana rule may show what you have born to do, what is your destiny, which is kind of tattva level or essential even to your body. And here we also talk about some primary elements of our being, because it's like tattva level. And then Amatya Karaka, because it's on the level of Charakaraka, may show what is really making you fulfilled. So it could be related to type of job, but it may also be part of job, which may be applied to every thing. Like, for example, if your Karana is related to the nodes, then people are using some esoteric knowledge, and this may apply to every type of job, not only esoteric, but that part, that one thing, we could say like a facet or a feature, or even how you approach the job will be related to this esoteric. So you see, this is not defining the essence of what you're doing, but also it has some part to that whole picture. So we have to remember that these are these two things. One is to being negligent, which is shown by Ketu. So we see that also esoteric people are loaded by Ketu. So this could be like default weakness of people who are esoterics, that they are not doing enough research, they are not practicing, and therefore they are not adding and eliminating and doing that hierarchy in their toolkit of knowledge, what to choose and what to apply, so it will really move the needle in the real life. And the second thing is about the preference, because each of us is seeing the life in different way, and therefore it will also reflect how or which rules you are applying. This even has to do with the dashas. Based on your chart, if your moon is strong, then the Vimshotri dasha or the Udu dasha may be a good things to practice, because this is also how you are seeing the reality. If your Jupiter is stronger, then maybe the Narayana dasha and similar dashas will be your thing. So we can see that the way you filter the object of senses will also be related to your understanding, and also even the perspective of life will be related to those things. So it's better to use that specific system, because this is how you understand how the world works. Do you think that if you practice astrology, it would be practical and maybe responsible to check on the charts few rules which you have learned and see how it is really moving the needle of the real life manifestation? And also we can see that this translation from the first level to the second level, it may be controlled by Jupiter. So people who are having strong Jupiter or are Jupiterian in nature, they have the Jupiterian blessings, they are very good at this theory, how the energies are working. So this translation from symbol to the ideas, or even the ideas alone, they understand in a very good way. But the translation from the second level of those ideas to the practical life, how we see it, to this manifestation, this may be the Venusian things. I have seen that people who may have some kind of Venusian blessings, they are seeing the world in a more practical way. So then the translation from the ideas or energies, how those things are going into this chemical reaction, and what is the outcome of all that funny thing happening on that second level, this is very important. How it manifests for people, because we have to see that clients or friends or even us, we want to get answers on that third level. The second is very interesting and important, because it is also very much synchronized with the psychological things, so things like patterns and related to our personal development, and also mental, the mindset. This is very important. But for events, for taking some advice, using astrology as engine to progress in our life, also when it comes to getting some guidelines about the career life or health or relationships. For this, we require that the Jupiterian translation from symbols to ideas, and then this Venusian from the ideas to the manifestation. So to recap this, when you are learning new rules, it's good to be excited. It's definitely showing something. Otherwise, it would not be there in the Vedic text or tradition. But also we have to be a little bit careful. We need to check few charts. You have to go to astrodata.com, or at least see it on your friends, and see how this rule is really depicting the situation. For example, you have learned that 10th Lord is showing your career life. So check few charts, for example, of psychologists or physicians or factory workers or race drivers, sportsmen, or whatever, and see how this rule is depicting the situation. And after that practice, you will not only have that Jupiterian spherical background, but you will also be confident that you can really help the people and guide them with that Venusian power. Okay, guys, so we'll wrap it up with that, and let me know in the comments what do you think. If you'd like to see similar videos like this, then please consider watching this one.